Hello, hope you are doing well. This week we are going to continue with extrude and cut extrude. We will try to build more complicated parts using extrude and cut extrude actually. Okay, let me share my screen. I will share my screen and actually we have another paper which will be started from number 7 up to, we have two more papers, okay, 7 to 12. At the first session of this lecture, I'm going to build actually some parts from this paper. Okay, the first part which I'm going to build here is number 7. But as always, I will try to build some important parts, but rest will be your homeworks. You have to submit all the parts actually. I'm going to continue to build my part actually here using front plane and front plane, select front plane, normal 2, and then in front I'm going to build a sketch rectangle. Yeah, few seconds. Okay, as always we have to start from origin point and we have to come to positive and positive. The dimensions which are given in the paper here, I'm going to use a little bit. Still it needs a little bit, it should be warm. Okay, dimension here, smart dimension, this one is 28, 12 plus 40, 28. I have a little bit problem with my computer, but just a few seconds it will be warmed up and it will be start to work very quickly. Okay, and but be careful. I tried to check some of the homeworks. Okay, some of you may is not actually starting from this origin point. If you do not start from origin points, you will never be able to make the color of the lines as black. That's why your part will be actually wrong. That's why much better to start all the time to start from origin point and in a positive and positive. Keep this actually hint in your mind and try follow up all the steps which here I'm going to show you. This one is 28. One more dimension is this one. It's given as the paper at the 76. Okay, as you can see here, the color is black. It means that I can go to feature and I can extrude my part. As the previous week, this week again, I'm going to use only extrude and cut extrude. Okay, but later you will see how we can use the other features. Every week I will try to represent you some features actually. Okay, go to feature and extrude. Here is given as 120, 120. Okay, yeah, right. Isometric view. Okay, now I'm gonna to select this plane, normal 2, and I will build a sketch, two sketch actually. One from this corner to here, other is from here to here. One more is here. Okay, try to build these sketches. Okay, the first time which I have to say these two is equal. I'm as always I'm using control in my keyboard. Okay, and I have to say smart dimension, let's say smart dimension, this one is 44, right? And this height is given as 30 in the paper. Okay, this distance is 76. It means that 76 minus 44, okay, it is 32 divided by 2. If I'm gonna to put on the mid, it will be 16. Okay, this color of this rectangle right now is black. Smart dimension, still I have to continue with this one as 12. Okay, actually, let's say I'm just looking for the dimensions here. Yeah, I actually given on the paper. This one, it seems that this one here to here is 44. Okay, and actually this two is equal, right? Okay, as you can see here, the color of the lines in my case right now, no, this one is, sorry, this one is 38. Okay, this one is not 44, it is 38. Okay, now as you can see, the color of the lines here is black. It means that it's fully defined, and I can go to isometric and I can use actually cut extrude. Okay, the direction is correct, distance is true all, and confirm. Okay, and we build the base of the part. Now I'm going to continue my job here in this plane. Okay, it's selected, normal 2. Now I will build a rectangle, a corner rectangle from here to here. Okay, this one here is 30. Okay, and the height is this one. The height which I'm gonna to consider here is 29. Okay, but this 29, be careful. You have to have a look to the paper and you have to see why this one is 29. Okay, you have to find, because it is not directly given on the paper. Okay, this distance, since we are expecting to put this one at the mid, 120 is 60 minus, it will be minus 50, it will be 45. Okay, so the sketch color here is right now is black. It means that we can go to next. Okay, now we have a sketch here, and I'm gonna to extrude this sketch. Okay, direction which I'm looking for is not, I have to change. That's why I'm making a change on the direction. You may say that, okay, up to surface. Okay, which surface? This surface. I'm rotating the part and I'm selecting a suitable surface and confirming. Okay, now we have this part, as you can see here. Now I'm gonna to round these corners because this part is cylindrical part. That's why I'm gonna to use in the feature, I'm gonna to use fillet. Okay, radius of the fillet, which here we have to select, is 15, 1.5. Okay, and I have to select the age 1 and age 2. These two should be selected. Okay, and then I can confirm my job actually here. Okay, if in your case, instead of one line, you have two line, it means that your dimension, you have problems with the dimension. It should be only one line here. Okay, now let's select this plane, normal 2. No, not this plane, this plane. I have to select this plane, normal 2. And now I'm gonna to actually make a circle here. Diameter of this circle is, at the paper it is given as 1.330. Okay, now it is blue. It means that we need to define where the center of this circle is. Now I'm selecting the circle, take control and select this arc. Here you can say that these two is concentric. As you can see here, we have the sign of concentric. Now isometric, and we can say cut extrude, and we can say that it is true all. Okay, so we build the part up to here, but if you check the paper, there is a row here. That's why I'm gonna to build this row here. I'm gonna to select this plane, normal 2, and I have to say that, okay, I am gonna to build a rectangle. Okay, up to, you may select up to here. Okay, and this distance, smart dimension, this one is 80, and here to here is 10, right? It will be black. And have a look where I built this this sketch. It's here. Now I'm gonna to use cut extrude, and I have to say it is through all and I have to confirm. And if you check the papers, this is in the paper, this part is number actually 7, which in the paper, which will be shared with you. Okay, hope you enjoyed this part. I'm going to continue my work with another part on the same paper using file, new part, and okay. Okay. Now let's continue with number 8. Number 8 have an angle. That's why I wish to build this part in here. Okay. Now let's say I'm gonna to build a part on right plane, normal 2. Okay. I can actually in SolidWorks you can build very complicated sketches. But as you realized up to here, all the time I'm trying to, as much as possible, I'm trying to use rectangle because it is very simple to add dimensions. But later you will see that it's possible to have very complicated, actually started from next week, we will see that we can have very complicated actually sketches. Here is 1/8 rectangle, and this one is 156. Okay. Now, simply it will be black. Okay, now I'm gonna to go to feature. I'm gonna extrude it by 80. Okay, it will be 80. It is extruded. Now let's select this plane, normal 2. Okay, and I'm gonna to actually use this corner and build a rectangle. Okay, this distance here, directly not, but indirectly it is given as 76. Please check the paper and try to find why this one is 676. Distance from here to here directly given on the paper as 66. Okay, so we have the part as this isometric view, extrude. Okay, we have to change the direction. Okay, and distance is 80. That's why this one is given as 80 and confirm. Now we build this part. Now we are gonna to continue with the use of this plane, normal 2, and I'm gonna this time use actually line. Okay, now I will start somewhere here. Okay, and I will build a line from here to here. Now next one is another line. Computer is a little bit hanged over. Okay, another line. This line should be actually vertical line. Be careful. The line which I'm gonna to build from this point is vertical, horizontal, vertical, and similar line. But as always in sketch, we have to build a closed sketch. That's why we have to make the line from here to here. Be careful. If you don't have this line, your sketch will not be worked. Okay. Now this is the sketch which I built, but here be careful. This 2 lines is vertical. This one is horizontal. If yours is not, okay, you can just only click, and whenever you click, you can select make vertical or make horizontal. It is very simple job actually. Okay. Now, as always, we have to start to put dimensions from the small one. Okay, this one is 6 given on the paper. Okay, and it seems that this one is 8. Yeah, it is given on the paper, and it seems that these 2 lines is equal. Okay, I'm just putting property for these 2 lines. Okay, and dimension after 8, it's time to put 10 here. 10, and one more 10 is here, right? Now I have this distance which should be 56, but I don't need to put this. If I put it, it will be yellow. It means that you don't need to put this dimension actually. Look, it is making an alarm that you don't need this. That's why I have to delete it actually. Okay, now what I'm gonna to do here, I need an angle here. Okay, angle here is important, angle between this line and baseline, okay? But we can do in two ways. I'm gonna to show you an angle between this one and this line. I'm gonna here to show you how we can define the angles. One possibility is using the center line here. Okay, I'm gonna, because center line is constructive, is it's a help line actually. I am gonna to build a horizontal center line here from this point. Okay, now I can use this line for add dimension between. I can say that dimension between the center line and this line, it is 45. Okay, if you do this, okay, as you can see, this line will be actually black. Okay, but we may do the same for this line, but other possibility is try to find a parallel line with this, the baseline. Actually, here we have the parallel line if I develop this baseline, that's why I can say that this line and here, this angle, it's the same, it is 45, okay? If I do that, okay, definitely don't confuse, you can do the same, but here, actually we did the same, actually, the concept is same. The color of the lines will be actually will be 45. Okay, here if you check the paper, it seems that we made some mistakes, because when I'm comparing this part with the base part which is given on the paper, okay, it seems that this grow is a little bit at the bottom, not at here. That's why I'm gonna to say that, okay, I'm gonna to delete this angle, okay, and this baseline. Okay, now if I remove this, okay, I may say that, okay, one possibility is I'm gonna just try say that this one and this one is equal. Okay, if I do the same, okay, it will be black again, but the philosophy is the same. Okay, but which one is correct? Both is the correct, because it is the same actually, but still my part sketch here in compared to part which is given on the 8 is a little bit, okay, let's say confusing. It seems that this one is not correct, but you can trust to this, because in technical drawing we have different approaches, okay, for making the perspectives. Okay, what we have to trust to the dimensions which are given in the paper. Maybe, which is very, it's a fact, okay, the paper, the part is drawn with other techniques. What the technique we are using all the time, you can see that ISO is isometric. ISO, the standard of the ISO is the standard which here in Turkey and European country is valid actually. Okay, but we have some other standards as DIN, which is very popular in German. Yeah, we have a UK standard, and we have some other international standards as cabinet, as 3 points for building the parts. Okay, so trust to this one is correct because dimensions is correct. Okay, now I'm gonna to say isometric, and I have to say the cut extrude, I have to say it should be true all. Okay, and this part of the this feature of the part is completed. Okay, now let's continue with this plane normal 2. Okay, I'm gonna to use a straight slot. This is not the first time I'm using this. And straight slot, we need 3 points. 1, okay, line should be here is vertical. Be careful. If yours is not, you can make it vertical. Okay, and the third point. Okay, I'm build this actually straight slot. This distance is given on the paper as 30, right? And this one here is given as 30 again. Is that 30? No. It is a little bit difficult to read actually, but something. Radius is, the distance is 30 from here to here, so the radius will be 50. And from here to this line, okay, as always, if you have problems, sometimes problem with the reading, you can assume, you can take a logical, you can assume a number, okay? Because this paper is, unfortunately, the quality of this paper is not good, okay? So another distance from here to this edge is, it should be at the mid, and that's why it is 40, okay? Now I put fourth dimension, and I'm gonna to continue my as isometric, and I'm gonna to say it is actually it should be extruded by 4, okay, and I have to confirm it, okay. We build the first straight slot in this part. Now we are gonna to continue with another one, which is not extrude, it is cut extrude actually, okay. So let's give it a little bit time for my computer to build this straight slot. It is a little bit heavy, okay. This one is not 30, it is 4, okay. Now we built, it is completed, hopefully, right, okay. Now I'm gonna to work on this plane, normal 2, okay. Now isometric, another straight slot. This time you may try here, but even you can most of the times you can work on the outside. Look, you can say that, okay, this is my straight slot. Well, you will see how it is possible. This one is 8 given on the paper radius, okay, and this one is 30, okay. Okay, now it's time to handle this part, this sketch to this part. Okay, how it is possible? It's just I need to say that this one, take control on the keyboard, and this circle is concentric. Okay, if you do, it will be moved to the part, it will be black. Okay, ISO, and you can say that, okay, I'm gonna to use cut extrude. The depot, the cut extrude is not given here, that's why I'm gonna to try through all actually, okay. But if you check the paper, some edge is filleted as like as this edge. That's why I'm gonna to select this edge, go to feature, sorry, fillet. Sometimes the radius of the fillets is not given. It means that it is not too much. Maybe it is 2 millimeters or 3 millimeters. Okay, so we have a fillet here, and this is another part in the paper, which is number actually 8. Okay, and let's try number 12. Okay, open a new page, right? I will select part, okay. In number 11, this task is not clear actually, but I'm going to assume some things. So I'm going to select the top plane, normal 2, right? And I'm going to build a, use center point, make a rectangle, and this one is 75, okay. Here is actually is not, I mean, the clear and clearly given on the paper because of actually problems in the scratched paper. It is greater than 140, okay, and actually 40. So it is greater than 140 plus 40. It is greater than 128, okay. I'm gonna consider this one as 150, let's say, okay. This is 150. It will be actually, you know, or even let's say as 160. Okay, so we have 160 and 75 ISO. Okay, wow, oops. This one is 160, and this one is 75. Be careful, you have to change. Okay, now ISO. Actually, I have to extrude it, but how much I have to extrude? It is 1/6. It is 60. Okay, you have to extrude it by 60. Okay. Now, I'm gonna continue my work here. I'm gonna to say that this one normal 2. Okay, and I have to here. I have to use extrude. Right. Build this rectangle. Okay, this one is 8T, this one is 80, right? And since it is at the mid, it will be 40 here, okay? And this distance from here to here, on the paper, it's given us 746, okay? So we have ISO, we have this sketch, actually. Now it's time to use cut extrude, and you have to say blind as 75, okay, and confirm it, okay. We build this part. Right. Okay. What happened? Unfortunately, my computer today is not felt good, actually. Let's try again. I have the sketch and I have to extrude the part, change direction as 75. Okay. Okay. Okay, we build it. Right. Now I'm going to continue my work here. I'm going to work on this plane, normal to, okay. I have to say, build a circle, okay. You can build anywhere, actually, because as I said, later we will move this part, actually, move this sketch. This one here, actually, radius is given as 36 cross 2, it will be diameter. It is 72, but we have to define the center of this circle. It is at the mid. It means that the center distance between here and here, this distance is 80. Okay, it will be moved here. And one more dimension is distance between here and the base, which is given at the paper as 62. Okay, it's black, ISO, right? And let's say cut extrude, and let's try through all. Okay. Okay. This is part of number 11, which I'm working. Now I'm gonna to select this plane, normal to, and I'm gonna to, let's say, actually build a circle, another circle here. Okay. Actually, I can say that these 2 points is horizontal, right? This 2 circle is equal, actually, right? Now I'm gonna to put dimension. This one is 40, okay, and distance between. Now I have to select 2 more circles here, okay, and I have to say that these 2 is equal, okay, and this 2 is equal again, right? Now I have to say that these 2 points are vertical and this 2 is horizontal, okay. I just put some, the properties. If you see, we can move the part as this, okay. Now it's time to put dimension between these 2 lines is given as 140, okay, and with the distance here, yeah, distance between the 2 lines is 35. All right, and definitely these 2, yeah, okay, I have to say these 2 points is vertical. Yeah. This, no, not smart dimension, these 2 is vertical, right? Okay, now I have 35 here, but distance between this circle and the edge, it is 75 minus, it will be minus 35 divided by 2, it will be 20, okay. The only dimension which here we have to add here is this dimension. Look here, okay, where distance is 117, 160, which we considered, minus 140, okay. it is 46 divided by 2. Okay, this distance is 23. Okay, now you can see this sketch is fully defined. I'm going to use ISO. I'm going to cut extrude the part, and I'm going to use through all. Okay. Okay. Now, as you can see, this is number 11 on the paper. In the paper, I have 3 more parts, which I'm not going to draw these 3 parts. It's yours to actually to develop the parts. Okay. But this is the first actually part of this week lecture. I will try to share another video with you. Most probably the other video will be shared Friday night. Okay. So I will share this part with you. Okay, try to develop all these parts. Okay, and then where actually you can check the actually the course portal. You will see that. Okay, I will share another video with you, most probably Friday, with you, which will be covered 3 more parts or 2 more parts from other paper. Okay. Or you okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, and hope to see you soon. Okay, thank you very much. Let me share my screen and stop my actually video. Thank you.